Hi everyone, I'm Linda with Happy Toilet. My husband and I had a plumbing business for over 40 years here in Gilbert, Chandler, the East Valley of Arizona. And I'm here to share with you how to simplify your toilet cleaning. I don't know about you, anyone else out there want to simplify cleaning, especially the toilet? Well, my big problem always was it just got dirtier faster. The more kids I had, it just seemed like when we changed water treatment, added water treatment, the toilet got dirty faster. And then my life just got busier. And we were running a business, taking care of kids, raising kids, had pets, had friends and family, had a balance of life. But cleaning always had a hard time getting in there. Now, the once a week cleaning was okay for me. I didn't have a problem with that. That's how I grew up. And I was always told that should be good enough, other than, the kitchen that you use more often. So what is the problem? Well, my problem always was the toilet bowl. Not the sink around it, not the floors, not the handles, not the kitchen, but it seemed to be the toilet bowl. And I realized that the more you clean the toilet bowl, the less you get rings, the less you get mold, the less you have odors. But when you're cleaning the dishes, you're doing laundry, you're cleaning the kitchen, cleaning around other places of the house that you're constantly picking up, the toilet bowl just never made it into my time for the day. And so the more that I started to learn about toilet bowl and why they get dirty, the more I understood you just got to clean it more. I've been watching these podcasts and things like that. And a lot of people are saying, just use this. Please don't use this. If you have a toilet bowl ring, contact me. This is not going to be good. Even if you have been using it, you don't need to use this anymore. You're going to ruin the toilets. My husband, being a master plumber, realized that I was really having a serious issue with keeping the toilet bowl clean. And I just shared, you got to help me clean it more, or I'm going to use those tablets right in the tank, right here. Well, I knew you can't use the tablets in the tank after being in the plumbing business for all those years, and many of you know that. But many of us, including our customers, would go in and use the tablet anyway. And we'd have to deal with the risk that we're taking on. We knew there was a risk. We may have to change some plumbing parts. We may have a water leak. We may have drywall damage. But I was willing to do that if I could get more cleaning for my toilet bowl and gave me a simpler life. Who's for simplicity? I am. I want to put other great things in my life, not toilet bowl cleaning. I realized that the toilet bowl original brush came out in 1932. Who all knew that? Well, that's been a long time that we're still using these brushes. And then came, people started telling you to use this on the rings and then drop other types of cleaner in the tank. Well, if you don't know it, any cleaner that you put in the tank that doesn't go through the overflow tube is in the tank water. Let me share with you what the difference is. And this was very important for me to learn and understand why I did not want to use the cleaners in the tank. Once I realized it wasn't just about the plumbing parts, and I was willing to take that risk on because I felt like my husband could fix them, I was taught by Chris that the other reason you don't want to put anything in your tank, anyone that says this cleaner is going to clean for 10 years in the tank, it's not going to clean very well. And let me share why. It doesn't matter what name brand. It doesn't matter if you use, all the natural cleaners, if you put some DIY thing and tin foil. I'm sure you've seen those videos. If you put any type of cleaner in the tank, The reason it's not going to clean very good is because the tank water that we all know is in there goes down this flapper to clear the toilet bowl. That's all that it's meant for. It's not going to sit in the toilet bowl and clean. All that cleaning solution that you're spending good money on, this, these, it's just going to go straight down the drain. Doesn't have much time to clean. And if you really want to get rid of germs and disinfect it, you have to have contact time. We've all learned that over the last few years with COVID and other things. You need to keep the cleaner on for long enough, and it has to be the right cleaner that's going to disinfect. And in our toilet bowl, we have lots of germs. Now, we also have E. coli, we have viruses, we have all kinds of things. Things come through our body that we don't realize and then don't always get flushed down the drain, even if you can't see them, okay? The reason why you want to put your cleaner into the overflow tube is because this here is a separate area of water. It's actually the bowl refill water. There's two areas of water in your tank. One is the tank water that flushes and clears the bowl down the drain as soon as you flush. Two, this water comes on, the bowl refill water. I call it my magic tank water because there's two areas of water in the tank. And a lot of people don't realize this. There's two areas of water in the tank. When you put cleaning solution down this refill tube, it's very, very important because it goes in after the drain is closing. Okay, the flapper's closing and the bowl has already been emptied. It's going to go underneath the rim. It's going to clean in areas that you cannot manually get to. Then it's going to sit in that bowl until it's flushed again. That's the magic of using the Happy Toilet Cleaner. It makes your cleaning solution go in after the flush, and it makes it sit on the ring every time you flush. The average people use the toilet 8 times a day. There's a lot of toilets getting used a lot more than that. And if we're not cleaning them every single time, you're going to get toilet rings, you're going to get stink, you're going to get germs built up, you're going to get all kinds of nasty things. That's why people call it a nasty job. That's why it's not simple to clean your toilet. One of the most researched items for cleaning is toilet bowls out there. You can look for it and ask. It's a lot of people are looking for a better way to clean their toilets. And I did too. So this is why Chris, the master plumber of 40 years, designed this. It was originally to help me because he didn't want to fix the parts, but he didn't want me to waste my money on the toilet cleaners either. So 2 things. So this, we have that as a demonstration there, but your Happy Toilet Cleaner just goes right here. Normally this hose just goes straight there. You just put it in between. It's one piece, really simple. There's some other items out there like this Kaboom, but look at all the different parts that it has. And then you have your own, you have to put in its refill canister, and you have to buy it from them. The parts go bad. We have lots of customers that have switched over from this type of a unit to go simple. If you want to simplify your toilet cleaning, this is what you want to do. You want to go to happytoilet.com, or if you make a comment in on this live, or when you see this before next Monday, we will put your name in for a free drawing. We are going to give a free one away today. Here's my names from last week's entries. So if you would like to look at and get a Happy Toilet Cleaner, we have it set up. The design is for the Kohler canister. That's how this works. And then this standard one is for the flushing system, gravity flush with an overflow tube. Okay? I would love for you to win. All you have to do is place in a comment here. But you can also go to happytoilet.com, and we have bundles there. We have great deals going on, and we have a Shark Tank deal right now. So anyone out there that would like to buy 2 units, if you have more than one toilet that you would like to have one in, and a bag of our Ultra Toilet Cleaning Tablets, you can go to shop.happytoilet.com. We have a wonderful bundle, all 3 of these items for $44 and no shipping. That is a great deal. Get them now. It's cleaning time. It's the season is just right. I know a lot of people are dealing with snow right now, and I'm praying for you. It will get better. But while you're in the house, why not make sure that your toilet is clean and let it clean itself? Simplify your life. It's time to simplify. You may know some people that it's hard for them to actually handle the brush and clean the toilet and clean underneath the rim. They might be recovering from an operation. They're busy with a lot of kids. They just have a busy life. Anybody that wants to physically make it easier to clean your toilet, look at Happy Toilet. It's really changing people's lives. I just had some Google reviews. If you want to go to happytoilet.com, Google reviews. We just had 2 of them recently, and they were awesome. One person just commented today. They bought 3 of them. They love them. They're buying 3 more. They weren't really sure how they would work. They're buying 3 more. So jump on now and make sure that you get your toilet cleaned with just a flush. That's it. I wish that cleaning my dishes were that easy. You know, I would never eat on a dish more than 1 meal. Maybe dessert, I don't know, but I wouldn't let it sit until the next meal and sit until the next day. So if you're cleaning your toilet once a week, nowadays it's just not enough. We know a lot more about the germs and everything that goes through the toilet bowl and all the flume that comes out. So even if you're closing your seat lid, you don't want those germs around the bathroom mirror, the walls. You've got kids there, you've got pets, you've got yourself. Take care of yourself first, please. And the other thing you could do is just flush. When I have visitors come on over and they go in, use the restroom, they come back out, I always say, "Thanks for cleaning my toilet." They love it. And then they say, "What do you mean? That was funny. What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I have the Happy Toilet Cleaner in there. And all you had to do is this, and it cleans in the bowl, cleans under the rim." And they say, "I want one." So I hope many people have gotten them for gifts. They give them away. I had a friend in Missouri that bought 25 to give to all of her best friends in church. What a great, great gift that was. She was so happy with her, she wanted to share it with everyone. Well, that's kind of what happened with us. Chris and I was so happy with what he put together for me to help me clean my bowl. And I saw immediately what a difference it did. Immediately, the same tablet I was putting in the tank worked so much better. And then I realized Chris was right. That when you put cleaning solution through the overflow and it sits in the bowl, I get no more rings. I don't worry about it getting dirty so fast because it's cleaning with every flush. If you have a problem with your toilets not staying clean, the bottom line is it's not being cleaned enough. Now, if you can manually clean your toilet every day, 3 times a day, this will clean it 56 times on an average a week. I can't imagine that anyone out there manually can clean their toilet that much. But if you can clean it even once a day, bless you. I couldn't do it. And I didn't want to do it. That was just stressful. I'd rather be cooking. I'd rather be reading. I'd rather be enjoying time with my family, not cleaning the toilet bowl. The other thing is, everything that you see on the cleaning tips, what do they have in common? Usually they have gloves. Usually they have some kind of a brush. And they usually have some kind of a cleaner. If you have to have all that, there's something wrong. With this, you install this one time and you put a tablet in once a month. That's it. That's as hard as it gets. And we have so many customers that even their kids will tell them, the toilet needs a cleaner tablet, and they love putting it in themselves. How many of your kids tell you the toilet's dirty? Mom, you need to clean the toilet. Dad, you need to clean the toilet. Grandma, Grandpa, I don't know about you, but when it's this easy of just putting in a tablet, I don't mind. Tell me, clean the toilet. I'm happy to do that. So, yeah, I've been listening to a lot of different podcasts, and there's one out there. There's a girl named Cass, and she runs Clutter Bug podcast, and she's just awesome. She talks about if you just do one thing a day to simplify your life, to simplify organization, it could be finding just one corner of the kitchen and organize that. Get rid of the unnecessary things. Or every day, pick up and take care of 5 things, get them out of the house, and in a month and a half or something, you're going to have like 150 things out of your house to declutter. But she also talks about toilet cleaning. And she talks about how stressful it is to think about the cleaning the most dirtiest part of your house. It really is. If you know of something dirtier in your house and more germy, please let me know. Put it in the comments. I'd love to learn from you. Recently people have been calling me Queen of Toilet Cleaning. Well, it just didn't happen. I learned about the toilets and I learned about cleaning them. So I'm here to share with everybody else to simplify your life, because my grandmother was always using a brush. Not this one per se, but again, this one, I have to touch it. Once that soap is gone, I can push this and throw it in the garbage, but then I have this wand, and this wand never would last maybe a month or 2. This will last, I guarantee, of 3 years. I think it's going to last 8, 10 years. We'll see, but we guarantee it for 3 years. It's made out of very special material that is meant to hold chemicals and cleaners. It's not going to ruin. It's very durable. Chris all the time goes like this with it, and it doesn't break. It doesn't squeeze. But it's not going to leak and ruin the parts of your tank. So to get one of these, you do 2 things. You're going to save money on your toilet cleaning items. These are like $50. These get expensive, and the cartridges, this is all manual. And you got to use cleaners with that too. All these brushes add up. Get rid of all those and just go with the Happy Toilet. And all you need is a tablet to put in once a month. This is a whole year of tablets for one bathroom. 1 whole year. That's it. Get rid of all that. So you save money on your toilet cleaning items. You save items and garbage going into the landfill. Who wants to save that? Me. Our town stopped recycling glass, and that kind of really bothered me. So I do that myself. So, I like to try and save the landfill as much as I can. One way is by simplifying my toilet cleaning. I don't have unneeded waste in the landfill. And number 2, it's so stress-free. I don't have to worry about, I have 3 toilets. I don't have to worry about one of them being dirty at any time. Now the cat may make a mess on the mirror from drinking out of the sink, but my toilet bowl is clean. And it's important to me to have a clean toilet bowl, because the more that I've learned is that the germs are in there. And why do we get toilet rings? because we don't clean them enough, and because there's germs that grow and build. Have you ever had what I call a chemistry project in your refrigerator, or maybe sitting on the counter if something isn't cleaned up fast enough? Well, those chemistry projects are in the toilet too. Yeah. And we're sitting on there and we're using it again and we're adding to it. That's not good. Not good at all. That's disgusting. And if you were to test all those germs in there, what's flying around that bathroom, it's time to change. You'd be the first one to say, let's stop this nonsense. We know better now. 50 years ago, we didn't know better. And maybe even 10 years ago, we didn't know better. But we know better today. And I'm here to share with you, you can simplify and clean your toilet because it's supposed to be cleaned more often. It needs that contact. And when you manually clean it, are you letting it sit there for 5 minutes or so until you flush? If you do, great. This does that. As soon as you flush, it refills with the toilet cleaning solution, and it will sit there until you flush again, and it cleans and cleans and cleans. So why does this make a difference? We save money, we save landfill, and we save stress and manual cleaning. And I've also heard that some people that have more of a chronic illness, this has really helped them too. We don't know how all the airborne germs and things affect us until we get rid of them. We don't know how much that toilet bowl has an odor until we get rid of it. And this has helped people within 2 or 3 days of using it with just a flush. It cleans underneath the rim. It cleans in areas that you just cannot clean. It's safe for septic. It's safe for bidet seats. It is safe for pets. It's even safer, I think, for pets because you're going to have clean water in there. Yeah, you're going to have some cleaning solution in there. But I've talked to my vet and they said, I'd rather them drink out of a little bit of cleaning solution than all the germs and the buildup that sits in the toilet bowl. Yeah. There are dogs that drink out of the river and drink out of lakes. They have to get special shots for that. And we want to make sure that they're protected. But you don't want them drinking out of a dirty toilet bowl. That's disgusting. Now, maybe you can clean it a couple times a day. Then that would be great. Yeah. If you want your pets to drink out of it, just clean it manually a couple times a day. And that will make it well. But if you don't have that time and you don't want to, just use the Happy Toilet Cleaner. It's really, really important to make sure that the toilet bowl is clean. And I'm here to help you. Go to happytoilet.com or go to our YouTube page. I've got all kinds of videos on there, all kinds of education, all kinds of help to make your day much simpler with any type of toilet bowl cleaning. And if you have any questions, you can reach me through Facebook, through Instagram, through our website at happytoilet.com. You can send me pictures if you have questions. I love the questions that our customers are asking, and I'm always happy to help. Customer service is one of these things I just love. We're a family-owned business, and it's Chris and I. My daughter helps me once in a while, but most of the time it's really me running all of it, along with my other business that I have. So yeah, we're working very, very hard. Now we are in ACE now. We've been on ABC 15 on Sonoran Living. We've been on Tampa Bay Good Morning in Florida. We've been on a lot of different TV shows and podcasts and things like that. So if you haven't heard of us yet, my name is Linda, and I owned a plumbing company with my husband for over 40 years. And we learned a lot about toilets. And the number one question was, how do I keep my toilet bowl clean? And can I use these tablets? Well, we didn't really have a solution back then. And we'd say, no, don't use the tablets. But most of our customers still use the tablets because that was the best thing. If you're still looking for something better, if you're still, buying all these little things that go in the bowl or hanging on the bowl. I was at the store the other day and somebody bought these things that hang on the bowl, and we got to talking and she didn't know who I was. And I said, do you like these? She goes, I just can't find something that cleans my bowl good enough. So I'm going to try them. So I shared with her our website and just said, if we can help, that's fine. If not, that's okay. Keep on trying. Try another item, because that's what I did for so many years. So we do have a giveaway. If you want to put a comment in on this live, or when you see it before Monday, just mark clean, share something with me, share something that you would like us to talk about or share with you, show you how this works if you have any questions. And we will be picking another winner next Monday. But for today, let's pick a winner. Okay. I'm here all by myself. So I'm going to figure out, I don't know any names. I'm closing my eyes. Everybody watching? Watch. Okay. Chris always goes to the end. So I'm just going to go to right there. Okay. Ruth, Mary Ruth M. You're our winner for this week. Congratulations. I will get a hold of you through our Facebook, and I can't wait to get you your Happy Toilet Cleaner. If you have any questions, let me know, but look for my post or reach out to me. Go to happytoilet.com, email me, contact me. I'd love to get this to you right away. Everyone else watching, you can be a winner too. It's not over. We're going to give away lots of free Happy Toilet Cleaners. So stay tuned and watch us next week. Every day at 4:00 to 4:30, and share this. Please share this, because you know how many friends and family you have that don't understand how a toilet ring happens. Let's share. Let's help them simplify their toilet bowl cleaning experience. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, blessed evening. Bye.